From the land of Wilt and Kareem and Magic, it's Los Angeles, California and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams.
And Ed, when you think about greatness, you think about this franchise has 16 titles. That's the second highest number in the NBA, but they're making the right moves to hopefully get to 17 soon.
Let's see if this Lakers franchise can recapture the glory. We're ready to go in this one. Won by the San Antonio Spurs.
And look, no disrespect to Dwayne Casey of Toronto. I mean Detroit, because he was the coach of the year for Toronto, even though he got fired. But for Greg Popovich to lead this team to 7th place in the Western Conference with 47 wins is beyond me. I do not understand how he is not the coach of the year. When you have a guy like Manu Ginobili, who is older than me, and he's able to lead this team to where they were last year, that says everything you need to know about him.
One thing, Jay, you're not 40 years old yet, so that's good. And two, they had to reinvent how they did things last year. Kawhi Leonard played barely 10 games last season, so they found a way to do it. Then you add DeRozan. I'm so interested to see what this Spurs team is going to be. Yes, you lose Kawhi, but you never really had him last year either. Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And the finish at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Lakers at the controls right now. Russell Westbrook picked up by DeJounte Murray. Thaddeus Young rejects it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Westbrook sets him up. Now pass stolen by the Spurs. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Murray into the front court. His team up by 1. Deep right corner to Murray. Five to shoot for San Antonio. 4-3. Missed it. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Russ at the controls. To Davis, down low. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
Murray with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Young. DeJounte Murray. Nothing going here on that drive. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Matthews. To Davis. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Thaddeus Young, defended by Trevor Ariza. To Murray. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock, and that's rebounded by the Lakers. Anthony against Murray. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Young to Murray. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Doug McDermott is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw.
The game for San Antonio, number 31.
Hits all 3 free throws. Russ at the controls. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Defender was right there. He has to know better.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Substitution being made in this one.
For the San Antonio Spurs, number 5, DeJounte Murray.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. DeJounte Murray to Young. Can't miss those. Westbrook into the front court. 2-point advantage. Matthews to Davis. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play in him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
DeJounte Murray. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Goes to the left side. Matthews. Wide open look, won't go. Murray with it. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Russ at the controls. To Davis. Yes, Wesley Matthews. Missed his first. That one goes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Young. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Westbrook. They go down to Davis. To Matthews. From long range. Can't leave him that wide open. Wesley Matthews knocks down the 3.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
McDermott picked up by Carmelo Anthony. No good. Westbrook with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Davis. Jakob Poeltl snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
The jumper's off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
With a drop step. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Murray into the front court. Trailing by 4. And the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Rondo against Murray. To Davis. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs. Now a step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. Rondo picked up by DeJounte Murray. Not that time. To Murray. Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Rondo guarded by Murray. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
DeJounte Murray. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Jordan there for the rebound. Stevenson against Al-Farouq Aminu. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Spurs have it. DeJounte Murray. Won't go. Davis to Jordan. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Team foul number 2. That's the first foul.
DeAndre Jordan at the line.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Subbing in for San Antonio, number 42.
Two for 2 on that trip. Spurs in possession. To Murray. DeAndre Jordan swats it. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. DeJounte Murray up against the 8-time All-Star. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. Stevenson against Murray. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. Murray into the front court. Down 4. Here comes the screen. Aminu matched up with Howard. To Murray. For 3. And the Lakers clear. Stevenson. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Murray.
Game 1 for Chicago Bulls 9-3 Golden State Warriors 119 final.
Normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
Here comes the screen. "19-footer at the buzzer. Can't connect." That's it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead.
Game 1 for Washington Wizards 1-0 for Orlando Magic 9-2 final.
One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
DeAndre
Game
Jordan,
1 for
look out.
Detroit Pistons 1-7 Toronto Raptors 1-1
It's
final.
called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
And that one out of bounds off his spur. Cook to bring it into the front court. It's an 8-point lead to Davis. Here comes the screen. Davis to Matthews. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Anthony Davis, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so
Game
far.
1 for Miami Heat 1-1 Utah Jazz 1-0 final.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Spurs will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Consider no luxury months for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Game 1 for Portland Trail Blazers 1-0 for Houston Rockets 9-2 final.
DeJounte Murray in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Short jumper won't go down.
And this happens all the time in
Game
this
1
league.
for New York
Sometimes
Knicks
offensively,
9-6 Charlotte
you're tired.
Hornets
It's one of those
1-0
type
for
of nights.
final.
You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Luke Walton making some changes on the court. Murray with the basketball. 9-point margin. Knocks it down off the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Rondo against Murray. Down low for Davis. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Anthony Davis has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. San Antonio ball. Down to Young. From the painted area, won't go down. Anthony to Howard. And count the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Screen coming. Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
It's Cook with the basketball. The lead is 11. They'll get it down to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
San Antonio with the basketball. To Young. Here comes the screen. Thaddeus Young, guarded by Howard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Rondo with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. To Davis. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
You open, pull the trigger.
Oh, he had him there for a second. To Murray. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Los Angeles, they have it. Quinn Cook. Picked up by Bellinelli. To Davis. Had a chance, but it's no good. Murray with it. His guys currently down by 13. Young. A lot of contact. No whistle. Dwight Howard. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And stuffs it home.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Murray into the front court. Trailing by 15. Down to Young. Anthony Davis. Tips it. They've got it now. Anthony against Murray. To Davis, down low. And he hits. Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. DeJounte Murray against the former MVP.
Number 25.
And that one out of bounds off his spur. Russell Westbrook picked up by DeJounte Murray. Davis to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 2-4 now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
DeJounte Murray. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. To Davis. That one's going to be out of bounds. Murray into the front court. Down a bundle. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Great pass to set it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
From the outside, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Bellinelli picked up by Westbrook. He was hacked. They let it go. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Rondo matched up with Bellinelli. Fires the three. Not going down here. Right now, San Antonio's possession. To Murray. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Bellinelli, a shot, no good. Westbrook with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Davis. Jakob Poeltl sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Westbrook. To Davis. Scores from the post. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. DeJounte Murray against Westbrook.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 10, DeAndre Jordan.
Five to shoot for San Antonio. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
The drive right to the basket. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Doug McDermott at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw.
For the San Antonio Spurs, number
21. Goes 2 for 2. Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Davis. Probing the defense. And he hits. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
To Murray. To Young. Anthony Davis with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Matthews to Davis. Short jumper misses. Spurs have it to Young. Here comes the screen. Thaddeus Young matched up with Trevor Ariza. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Not that time. DeJounte Murray forced that one up. To Matthews. And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Matthews to Davis. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Spurs. Young. Lakers come up with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
It's a big finish.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Here comes the screen. To Murray. Oh, emphatic slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Lakers ball.
I got him. Here we go.
Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Thaddeus Young, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 67%. And he connects on the first free throw.
For San Antonio, number 18, Marco Bellinelli.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Lakers in command.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers entered halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Spurs have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers are a team that's playing unselfish basketball and reaping the benefits. Great chemistry from these guys in the opening half, and it bodes well for them moving forward. Anthony Davis is the assist leader among his teammates.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Lakers at the controls right now. Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
To Young. DeJounte Murray. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. To Murray. Goes to the left side. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Number 20, Anthony Davis.
Murray with it. His guys down big. To Young. Anthony Davis with the block. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. They go down low to Anthony. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Young. DeJounte Murray. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Anthony matched up with DeJounte Murray. And that one out of bounds off his spur. Matthews. Westbrook to Matthews. Jakob Poeltl pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Shot clock winding down. Into traffic, but no good. He wants it at the rim and scores.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Westbrook to Matthews. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
Hey, switch, I got him.
DeJounte Murray. For three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Westbrook into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Off the assist.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
To Young. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 32.
Able to convert on both free throws. Los Angeles has the basketball. Quinn Cook against Murray. To Davis. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Davis. And the rebound taken down by McDermott. Down to Young. Thaddeus Young. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Spurs in possession. DeJounte Murray to Young. Knocked loose. Young. Has a chance. McDermott shot off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Murray into the front court. Down a bundle. Screen coming. McDermott defended by Trevor Ariza. Anthony Davis Sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Ah, no good. Anthony to Stevenson. Can't connect from inside. Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Stevenson. No good, and no foul. Oh, follows and finishes.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Stevenson to Davis. Won't go. Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Anthony, they go down to Davis and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Going to launch beyond the arc, smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Spurs will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Don't forget, fans, you can present your tickets now at any participating Huntsville Burgers restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Huntsville Burgers, where the grill is magic.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. DeJounte Murray, defended by Quinn Cook. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Now to Jordan, down low. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Trying to cash in. Shot from McDermott, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
San Antonio ball. Takes stock of the floor. DeJounte Murray. Fine to shoot. From long range. And it's Cook who grabs the rebound. To Davis. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Murray. Here comes the screen. To Murray. They work it down to Aminu. DeAndre Jordan rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. DeJounte Murray.
Right.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Matthews to Davis. Tough make through traffic.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Murray. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
The follow won't go either. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Turnover gives them the possession. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Trevor Ariza has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. Oops, he missed the first one.
For LA, number 6, Lance Stevenson. Into the game for San Antonio, number 31.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
1 minute remaining.
Murray with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Curling inside.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Explode.
That ends the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's the Spurs with the basketball. As we begin the fourth quarter, they're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
And scores. Strong take.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Davis. Passed it off. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. Los Angeles, they have it. Stevenson guarded by Murray. Doesn't get the bounce. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Short jumper won't fall. To Westbrook.
I got ball. I'm on D. I'm on D.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
DeJounte Murray. Five to shoot for San Antonio. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Russ at the controls. Murray with it. His guys down big. Screen coming. DeJounte Murray. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
DeAndre.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 53, Trevor Ariza.
DeJounte Murray.
Screen coming. Screen coming.
Has a chance. The shot almost. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead.
Get it. Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
San Antonio with the basketball.
Kick up, D. Cut it come through.
To Murray. They work it down to him.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Jordan. That out of his range and no good.
Hey, box out.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead.
All right here. Shot.
Almost. Unlucky bounce.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Come on, you're right.
The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Westbrook with it. Looking to make something happen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Trevor Ariza, a guy who is always staying ready, usually a defender, but did a great job of knifing through the defense for an easy lay on that possession.
DeAndre Jordan. Huge block. Make that 7.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Stevenson.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Anthony Davis matched up with Aminu. To Westbrook. Has a look. Shot by Westbrook won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Russell Westbrook matched up with DeJounte Murray. He gets it.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
DeJounte Murray. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Russ at the controls.
I got this play on, let's go.
To Matthews. Surveys the floor. Yes, Wesley Matthews. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Young.
Screen coming, here we go.
Watch the cutter coming through.
Trying to cash in. A shot by Young, no good. Oh, he had it. Lakers come up with it. To Westbrook. And he finishes at the rim. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For San Antonio, number 20, Doug McDermott. Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
DeJounte Murray to Young. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Rondo guarded by Murray. To Davis. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Shot clock violation.
For L.A.,
DeJounte Murray.
sure you want to do this? Sure.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Good money.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lakers ball. Rondo matched up with DeJounte Murray. Driving right to the basket. Driving is Rondo, but his shot won't fall. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Rises for the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Young. To Murray. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. That's no good. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. To Howard.
Don't let it split. Don't let it split. Cut it.
2 minutes remaining.
5 on the shot clock. For 3. That's good D. Shot no good. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Davis.
Push that.
Has a look. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Number 31, Russell Westbrook. And number 40, Carmelo Anthony.
So he hits the first, misses the second. To Young. DeJounte Murray. To Young. Five seconds to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound.
Match up. What's going on?
And scores.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Right now, San Antonio's possession. To Young. Anthony Davis. Tips it. 8 now.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Anthony to Westbrook. Short jumper won't go down.
Grab for you. Hey, watch the screen left.
19-footer at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers were solid in today's victory. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Spurs put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.